Hey there, this is Abdul and today we are going to discuss how you can color your sketch using 3 features in Adobe Illustrator. There would be 3 methods. You can choose your own method, whatever suits you, you can choose that, and in the last I will tell you which one is my favorite and what I use. The 3 methods of coloring: first one is Blob brush, and the second one is Pathfinder, and the third one is Paint bucket. We are going to go through each process and let's see which one suits you better and what you can use while coloring your artwork. So without any further delay, let's get going. Coloring sketches is a very hard work. Before we start, if you want to know which colors to use in your artwork, you can consider watching the video that is about what kind of colors you should use and how to get the perfect colors for your artwork. There would be link in the description. You can check it and see that. And if you want how to make a sketch in deep, and there would be some tips and tricks how you can make the perfect sketch, you can watch that video too. The link will be in description. Now let's just start. Okay, so here we are in Adobe Illustrator and we have a sketch. We are going to color it with different methods that we are going to uncover one by one, and in the last we will make a judgment which method you should use and what I prefer the most in different situations. So the first thing we are going to do is to start with Blob brush. In order to reach Blob brush, you have to go into brush tool, and if you right click on the brush tool, then there would be 2 brushes. One would be the Paint brush and the other would be Blob brush tool. First of all, I want you to make a duplicate layer of your sketch layer and lock that layer and keep the duplicate layer on the top, and come back here on the other layer, and that is your first layer that you have made a copy of. Come to that layer and use Blob brush on that, because you don't want to mess up your sketch. Once you use Blob brush, that would be on the top of your sketch, so you can do that thing. Take a copy and keep it on the top and come down to the layer, and then you can use your Blob brush to fill up the colors. So here we have Blob brush. The shortcut here to get to the Blob brush, Shift and B. Once you press Shift and B, you will be able to get to the Blob brush and you can paint now. The most amazing thing that I liked about Blob brush, it just makes shapes. It doesn't make path, it makes a shape. Let me tell you what I am saying. So if I just draw something with Blob brush, you see there is only one shape. There is no multiple path. What happens to normal pen brush? If you choose that brush, it makes path. It makes multiple path and you will have a lot of paths. You don't want to do that. You just want to fill up a color, a certain color that you think that is best for your sketch. You just fill that color. In that case, you don't want many paths around your sketch. What you would want to do, take a color that you want to fill in your Blob brush and just paint it. It just make a simple shape. There's no much paths. You can customize the shape too. After you have drawn everything, you can customize that too. Select direct selection tool and then you will be able to click it and drag it wherever you want. You can customize it fully. It's just something that you want to do. Some customization is really necessary. If you have painted something extra with Blob brush and you want to just erase it, don't erase it. Use these corners and drag it apart. This is simple. Just click a corner and then drag it with direct selection tool. This is simple. There is no rocket science, and it's the easiest way how you can fill up colors. There is no a lot of steps in that. You just take a color and just fill up whatever suits your sketch. You just fill that color in your sketch. Okay, so moving to the next method, and that is to fill up color with Pathfinder feature. I'm going to reveal in just few moments. First of all, I just highly recommend, if you haven't seen my video about sketching and combining it in just one line, then you can watch that video. The link will be in the description and you can watch that. That would be really helpful. This will work if you have already merged your sketch in just one, but if you haven't merged your sketch, you have to select everything on the sketch layer make sure you have made a copy, because once you have used this there would be no going back. So make a duplicate copy, select everything, go into object and use this expand whatever is available. In certain situations expand is not available, and in certain situations expand appearance is not available. So what you can do, whatever is available, expand appearance, you can use either of them. There's no big difference. I'm choosing one of them. There you can go into Pathfinder and then merge, and your all sketch will be one. If you have already merged, you can skip these steps and continue. What you can do is to select rectangle or any shape that can cover your whole sketch. I'm going to use rectangle. Make a rectangle and cover your sketch fully, and fill the rectangle with the color that you want your sketch to be. For now it's just going to be one solid color. After these steps we will be able to customize each color that is surrounded by boundaries. So you don't have to be worried at this stage. Just choose a color that is present mostly in your sketch, so that you don't have to do a lot customization after you do these steps. Click on the rectangle and send it back. After sending it back, rectangle will be behind the sketch. Select both sketch and the rectangle. Go into object and then select expand or expand appearance. Whatever is available to you, that's fine. Just come here into Pathfinder and select here merge. Okay, so we have merged here both the things, the sketch and the rectangle. What we are going to do next is to take out all the extra color that we have painted. We don't want extra color, we want just the color that is inside our sketch. So we are going to delete all the extra color. Right click and select isolate selected group. Take direct selection tool. You can hit A on your keyboard to get to the direct selection tool. Click outside the sketch, hit delete key. So now everything extra that is deleted, and now we have sketch and color in the sketch. Select each part that is enclosed in the boundaries, and you will be able to customize that color fully. Click a color and then you will be able to customize it. This is it for Pathfinder Future. The next method of coloring sketch is the paint bucket tool. Press K on your keyboard. Click Ctrl A to select everything on the layer. Again, I would recommend you to take a copy of the sketch layer and lock it on the top, and come back to the sketch layer, the first layer on the bottom. Select everything on the layer. Go to object. There you will see live paint. In the live paint you will see here make, and click to make, and you will be able to color with paint bucket. Select a color. Make sure you have selected a fill color. With paint bucket, if you press, you can easily color every part. Okay, so this is it for paint bucket tool. What kind of method you should prefer to color your sketch? So for firstly, if I talk about blob brush, then you can use blob brush in the situations. Just like if you haven't selected a boundary properly, you have leave a stroke, you haven't completely drawn a boundary and you want to color it, it won't work in both of the cases, neither in live bucket tool nor it is working in Pathfinder Future. In this case, what you can do is to paint with blob brush. It will be useful in that situation. Blob brush is easy to use, but it will take a lot time to paint whole of your sketch with that. It will be very time consuming to can work with Blob brush. The sketch is not going to help you there. You have already done a lot of effort on your sketch, and after that you are going to use Blob brush and just paint the whole sketch again. That doesn't make sense to me. If you want a more convenient way, you can go to Live Paint, Pathfinder feature, whatever suits you. You can go there. You can get advantage of having a sketch there. As far as we are talking about paint bucket, well, paint buckets sometimes misbehave. Just like if I color something, my sketch stroke will be affected too. Some of the colors go inside the stroke, and that's something that I don't really like. So what I personally use is Pathfinder feature, because it gives me a lot customization and I can do a lot of things with that. The paint bucket tool doesn't provide, and your stroke will be not affected too. Again, I will say this is not my decision to make for you. Either you want to use paint bucket tool, you want to use Pathfinder feature, or you want something else just like Blob brush. That's upon you. I just review everything for you. You can choose now everything that is convenient to you. So this was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you really did, give us a like and also subscribe to our channel D White Arts. I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye and take care. Thank you.